Tom Brady breaks silence on Gisele Bundchen leaving him. It looks like Tom Brady is finally opening up to his side of the story on why his marriage to Gisele Bundchen came to an end so abruptly. Did he really confirm that his career has always been more important than his family? And how did Gisele react to his new statement? After being married for almost 14 years, the power couple announced their divorce on Instagram and left everyone shocked. But in all honesty, Tom was not particularly enthusiastic about the divorce. On the other hand, Gisele was spearheading the divorce as she was spotted without her wedding ring weeks before the divorce. In fact, it was Gisele who filed for divorce from Tom. For her divorce announcement on Instagram, she wrote, "With much gratitude for our time together, Tom and I have amicably finalized our divorce. My priority has always been and will continue to be with our children whom I love with all my heart. We will continue co-parenting to give them the love, care, and attention they greatly deserve." The decision to end a marriage is never easy, but we have grown apart, and while it is, of course, difficult to go through something like this, I feel blessed for the time we had together, and only wish the best for Tom always. I kindly ask that our privacy be respected during this sensitive time. Eagle-eyed fans, however, have dissected her announcement and speculated she was throwing shade at Tom. They stated that while Tom addressed Gisele as his wife, she addressed him as Tom, which hinted that they were clearly at different places in the divorce. A fan tweeted, "Oof." In his divorce announcement, Tom said "my wife" and Gisele said "Tom." They also speculated that she was shading Tom by implying she always put the family first while he didn't. A user tweeted, "But the nuance of Gisele and her ex-husband's divorce announcement, like he saying 'my wife and I,' Gisele only calling him by his name, he putting in 'we,' Gisele saying 'my priority is always my kids.' I don't think it was that amicable." For his divorce statement, Tom wrote, "In recent days, my wife and I finalized our divorce from one another after 13 years of marriage. We arrived at this decision amicably and with gratitude for the time we spent together. We are blessed with beautiful and wonderful children who will continue to be the center of our world in every way. We will continue to work together as parents to always ensure they receive the love and attention they deserve." In case you didn't know, the couple got married in 2009 and had 2 kids together. And after the two finalized their swift and quiet divorce, a source told People that they had agreed to joint custody of the kids. According to People, an insider stated that following the divorce, the kids will have full access to both parents whenever they want. The insider also stated they can see whichever parent they want. They've got a schedule, and neither of them would prevent their kids from seeing the other parent. That's not who either of them are. The source also added, they're not vindictive like that. The kids won't be used as pawns. They're going to be loved and cherished by both parents. So it's safe to say the kids are in good hands. Their marriage, however, might just be in the mud. Besides the divorce documents filed in court that deemed the marriage irretrievably broken, fans have speculated it is due to Tom's sudden choice to unretire only after 14 days of retiring, which they suspect may have been the final nail in the coffin for Gisele and their marriage. But that is not all. You see, back in 2007, when Tom and Gisele had just started going out, it was revealed that Tom's ex-girlfriend, Bridget Monahan, was pregnant with his child. This news threw a wrench at the relationship, with Gisele even coming out later on to say it was not an easy time for her. However, in classic Gisele fashion, she accepted the child as her own and they got married in 2009. She went on to give birth to 2 kids of her own for Brady, and everyone thought the family had dodged a bullet. But we were wrong, because trouble was brewing under the surface. Trouble in terms of commitment to the family.
My husband cannot control the ball and catch the ball at the same time.
According to Gisele, when she and Brady met, he promised to play for just 10 years and to win at least 1 Super Bowl during that time frame. But however, as we all know, it's been 13 years since Tom and Gisele met, and Tom's still on the field.
He did tell me that he was going to play only for 10 years. When I met him, he said, listen, I'm just going to play for 10 more years and I'm going to win 1 Super Bowl and I'm going to be happy. Now you won 2 Super Bowls, it's the end of the 10th year. And I was like, yoo-hoo, let's go. I'm ready. But then he's like, no.
Still got a few more to go.
Yeah, he said that.
my life focused around football. It always has been and always will be.
Giselle, who was once the highest paid supermodel in the world, retired from the runway in 2015 to spend more time with her family, and even wrote in her 2018 memoir, "When I became a mom, I kind of lost myself. It was like a part of me died."
I just wanted so much to be there for my children and to be there for my husband too, you know, because for him to have the space to live what he loves so much. And I had this thought, like, living like this was very hard because life was, it was like I was trapped and I couldn't breathe, and even outside of my own box.
This difference in commitment to the family was ultimately the cause of tension within the household. Tom was obsessed with his career and the game. Oftentimes, he would skip out on family time for practice. Giselle, on the other hand, wanted him to retire and raise the family he started with her. Not to mention, she was also concerned for his health.
I mean, he has concussions pretty much. I mean, we don't talk about it, but he does have concussions, and I don't really think it's a healthy thing for your body to go through.
Tom, however, was focused on breaking more records. In 2017, he shed some light on his marital issues. "The challenging part for us is we are very ambitious people. A lot of the times I'm going in one direction and she is going in another. It's ships passing in the night. I'm going to football and she's got things she's doing. And oh, by the way, the kids." However, Giselle did pause her life for his career, as she had already retired from the runway to spend more time with the kids. The stress was so enormous on her, so much so that she had even considered taking her life.
If I jump, like, it would all be over.
The stress only grew more during the Deflategate scandal, which also happened to coincide with the Ben Affleck scandal. Ben, at the time, was close friends with the family, and as such, this onslaught of scandals took a heavy toll on the couple. They had a very rough few months, and the Deflategate scandal took its toll on their marriage, an insider told E! News. Tom was very difficult to be around and withdrawn. Giselle was supportive, but she was also frustrated with his stress level and anger. She felt that he was taking things out on her and not being fair. Safe to say, Tom wasn't thinking about family, and Giselle wasn't having it. Tension grew so high during the Deflategate scandal that Tom had to address the rumors of him and Giselle having issues when he told Boston radio station at the time, "We are in a great place." In the end, the Deflategate scandal was resolved, leaving the couple an opportunity to try again. People expecting the marriage to be saved when Giselle finally convinced Tom to retire after years of him postponing. However, the peace didn't last, as Tom would return to the game just 40 days after retiring. This coming out of retirement became the leading theory of why they divorced, as fans speculate that Giselle is tired of taking care of the house alone and putting her life on hold while Tom goes out to win championships. Giselle has stood by Tom through their marriage, but now she is gone and something was definitely different, leading fans to speculate that Tom will be done for. When asked about his divorce and how it affects him, Tom had this to say: "I think there are a lot of professionals in life that go through things that they deal with at work and at home. And obviously the good news is that it's a very amicable situation, and I'm really focused on two things: taking care of my family, certainly my children, and secondly, doing the best job I can to win football games." That's what professionals do. You focus at work when it's time to work, and when you come home, you focus on the priorities that are at home. And all you can do is the best you can do. And that's what I'll continue to do as long as I'm working, as long as I'm being a dad.
I think there's a lot of professionals in life that go through things that they deal with at work and they deal with at home. And obviously the good news is it's a very amicable situation. Focused on two things, and taking care of my family and certainly my children, and secondly, doing the best job I can to win football games. So that's what professionals do. You focus at work when it's time to work, and then when you come home, you focus on the priorities that are at home.
But many fans believe that Tom is in the wrong, as he prioritized his career more than his family. One user said, "Another ring is not worth losing your family. What is there left to prove? He promised her he would retire and he reneged. She has taken care of the kids and the house. Now she wants to work on some projects. He loves playing, but at some point he must walk away. Marriage is about compromise. He made the choice to get married and have 3 kids." However, some fans fans are supporting Tom's decision, like one person said. I think Giselle married Tom knowing he was passionate about football, and this was not just his career, but his life's purpose. You can't just keep holding on to that day that he would just stop everything to be at home with the family. He's pursuing something that is bigger than that, and I think it's sad he cannot dedicate his life to his sport, which has brought him so much meaning and excitement in his life. Giselle chose to marry him and have kids with him, and she chose to step down from her career. But what do you think? Did Tom really prioritize his career over his family? What was the reason Giselle left him? Share your thoughts with us in the comments below. If you found this video interesting, check out this next one.